Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Years ago, I taught a Sunday school class on the necessity of humility in the Christian life. And so I decided to begin with a mock testimony speaking about myself. I began by telling of some of the great exploits and deeds and accomplishments that I had done. Then I went on to speak of my wonderful virtues, of how great I was, and I described myself with great superlatives. I concluded my testimony by stating that everyone would want to be like me. Now, mind you, this was not the reality. It was just a show designed to make a point. But apparently, I overdid it. At the end, I asked the group, "What did you think about my testimony?" And one man in the group spoke up and said, "I wanted to get up and punch you right in the mouth." Now, though violence would not be the answer to my prideful monologue, his facial expression said everything. He was quite ticked off at what I had said. And so then I explained that it was not the reality and I was just making a point. And the point was that pride is a problem and humility is of paramount importance. Now, often in the church, believers carry an aura of superiority about them, or they might. This is easily seen by many and is very often detrimental to the functioning of the entire church. The extreme manifestation of this is when believers look down upon others. And this attitude will often be seen in comments that put others down for a variety of reasons, though through either gossip or even direct comments to an individual. Now, Paul indicated that this attitude of heart should never, let me repeat that, should never be seen or manifested by those in the church. His point was that believers must esteem others as better than themselves. And in the church, we must consider every believer as of the highest importance in the body of Christ. For this to happen, humility is essential. The reason is that pride will destroy others and create disunity in the Christian fellowship. There is one other thing to understand when we elevate others in our hearts. When we do so, when we elevate others, it raises the entire congregation to new levels of demonstrating the humility of Christ. It will ultimately improve the testimony of harmony in the church to a world which is in great disharmony. And this will be more attractive to those outside the body than a group of people with inferiors and superiors who lord it over them. Now, remember that Jesus stated that this is the way that the Gentile world functions, that the rulers lord it over others. And that's an issue of pride. The scriptures say that pride comes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Therefore, let us humble ourselves so that the Lord might shine brightly through the church and through the church to an outside world that lives in darkness.